All right, Rick here, and in this video, we're going to talk why insight alone doesn't change your life and what actually does. This video answers the question that every man quietly asks. I understand all of this, so why hasn't my life changed yet? This video is about the gap between knowing and doing and how to close it. There's a moment that almost every man in recovery hits. You understand a lot. You read the books, you watch the videos, you have the conversations. You can explain it. You can explain mindset. You can explain recovery. You can talk about growth. You know what you should be doing, and yet your daily life still looks familiar. Not terrible, but not transformed. The gap between insight and action is where most men stall, not because they're lazy, because they've been taught to value understanding more than execution. And understanding alone never changes a life. Here's the problem. Insight feels productive. When you learn something new, your brain releases a small reward. It feels like progress, so you consume more content, more ideas, more strategy. And without realizing it, you start confusing preparation for movement. You think, I'm working on myself, but the environment doesn't change. Your habits don't change. Your identity doesn't change. This creates a dangerous illusion. You feel busy internally while remaining stationary externally. And that's how years pass. Not in collapse, in quiet maintenance. The man who wants to become doesn't live in understanding. He lives in action. Action is uncomfortable for one reason. It exposes you. Insight is private. Action is visible. When you act, you risk being seen by others, being imperfect, getting feedback, failing in real time. So the mind retreats to learning because it feels safer. But here's the truth. Your nervous system only rewires through behavior, not ideas, not motivation, behavior. Every small action is a vote for a new identity, not a grand gesture, a repeatable move. That's how change compounds, not through intensity, through consistency. Here's 3 steps you can use right now. 1, shrink the action until it's undeniable. Most men fail because they aim too high, too big, and too fast. They design the perfect plans and execute none of them. Instead, choose a small action, small enough that you can't argue with it. 5 minutes, 1 call, 1 page, 1 rep. Small actions remove negotiation. Step 2, tie action to identity, not outcome. Don't act to get results. Act to reinforce who you're becoming. I'm the kind of man who shows up daily. That identity matters more than immediate success. Results follow identity. Okay, 3, track execution, not emotion. Some days you'll feel motivated. Most days you won't. That's irrelevant. Track whether you executed. A simple daily check mark builds proof. Proof builds belief. Belief builds momentum. Okay, here's your call to action. If you feel stuck between knowing and doing, you're not alone. Most men live there for years. But the bridge is simple. Small, repeated, action tied to new identity. Okay? I built a small quiz that you can take to kind of get you to understand where you are and breaking it down. It takes 2 minutes. I also have a recovery toolkit that you can use daily to practice these insights and these moves. All of it's in the description below. And if you're ready to stop studying change and start living it, book a clarity call. Understanding opens the doors. Action walks you through it. Now have the best day yet.